Saranam Gacchami Dhammam Saranam Gacchami Sangham Saranam Gacchami Buddham Saranam Gacchami Dhammam Saranam Gacchami Sangham Saranam Gacchami Buddham Saranam Gacchami Dhammam Saranam Gacchami Sangham Saranam Gacchami.
Page 4. I go for refuge and eternal enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations or practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge and eternal enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations or practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. I go for refuge and eternal enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha. By my accumulations or practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Sanje joda zoge jonam la janjo bado dani gyapso che dage jinso kebe son ola benjir sanje dubare jo sanje joda zoge jonam la janjo bado dani gyapso dage jinso kebe sonam ge ola benjir sanje dubare jo sanje joda zoge jonam Gyapso che dage jinso yebe sonam ye dola benjir sanje dubare sho Om ye dharma hetu prabhavam hetum te sham dathagato hyavatat te sham chayo nirodha Evam vati mahashramanaye svaha Om ye dharma hetu prabhavam hetum te sham dathagato hyavatat te sham chayo nirodha Evam vati mahashramanaye svaha Om ye dharma prabhavam hetum te sham dathagato hyavatat te sham chayo nirodha Evam vati mahashramanaye svaha. All phenomena arise from causes. The causes are taught by the Tathagata. The cessation causes as well as taught by the Gracia. Deyata om gade gade paragade Parasamgade bodhisvatyata Om gate gate paragate Parasamgade bodhisvatyata Om Gate Gate Paragate Parasam Gate Bodhiswaha. Okay, this morning we were doing the two analysis, ultimate analysis, conventional analysis, and why we touch on these two things is to get to the essential number 2 and essential number 3. And in fact, the essential number 2, 3, 4, they're all connected to each other. Okay, so the as Nagarjuna indicated that if the mirage were to be water, why not those close by the mirage see water? From this, if the manner in which we believe things as objective real, and in fact 24/7, the manner in which for example, like the movie being projected by the movie projector, movie being screened on the screen by the movie projector, we see that the movie lasts for how long? In the movie theater, how long does 2 hours. So did you ever go to a movie theater? How many hours? Are you sure? 1.5. Okay. Kamalji? 3 hours. She watched the movie, she forgot how long. Right? 3 hours, yes. Otherwise 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 2 hours. Hindi movie 3 hours. Okay. So let's say for 3 hours. Is there any break in between? There's a short break. Okay. So let's say that the movie is for 3 hours, let's say, and break after how many hours? Middle, 1.5 hours. So what about Iran? Say the movie 2 hours, no break in between. Okay, let's say no break, 2 hours. Which means, do you agree with me that for 2 hours the projector is working so effectively? Yes? Tick, 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 tick. Does it make sound like this? Iran, you know that? It makes this sound. Professor William, you know that? New ones? New ones, no sound. Okay, no sound. Okay, the older, let's say that we go back in time, 40 years ago. 40 years ago. 4 years ago is like this. Tick, 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 tick. So 2 hours is like this. And did you ever come across a situation where suddenly sometimes the projector stops? Sometimes, once in a while. Right? What happens? Projector stops, what happens? The movie stops. You get it? So the movie is all coming from the projector. Right? Okay. And how would you say the projector is effective or not effective? How would you decide that? Projector is effective, not effective in the eyes of the viewers, spectators? Tell me. Okay, so if the projector breaks down, it's not effective. The movie doesn't come on the screen, the projector stops, it's not effective, right? Okay. And if at all there is a very effective projector, your brain, your mind is the most effective projector. It never stopped. It never stopped since time immemorial till now, and it'll never stop till you realize emptiness directly. And not only that, till you remove the mental defilements completely, the projector of your mind will continue to operate, project things, object real, even in a dream, right? When do you see things so objectively real? In the dream or in the waking state? Hey, when do you see things as objectively real? In the dream or in the waking state? Huh? Okay, how many of you say waking state? Raise hands. Both. Raise hands. Yes, both. Your project is very effective. Right? Nighttime sleep, daytime, around anger, happy, constant projecting things. It's not really there from the object. Right? So last time I mentioned this. One psychologist, a lady psychologist said that they just shared one anecdote where the person was dreaming, right? Dreaming of a ghost entering from the window and coming to you, and you're so scared, and the ghost said what? Huh? Tell me what you do, you have created me now. You're getting it? Don't forget it. This is not a funny joke, this is a real big message for us. So everything what we feel so attached to, we feel so averse to, they're all nothing but the projection of our mind. And we are unaware that we're projecting it. You're getting it? And you wouldn't believe that, but no, is it? Look at this. They're so real. How can this be projected by my mind? This is all projected by your mind, right? Luckily, we don't have to just believe in this. You study this, the four essentials, and study more of the bigger books there, study more, practice more. Gradually you will unfold that what I'm saying is totally deceptive. You're getting it? It doesn't mean that things are not there. Things exist or not exist. Things exist. Don't forget the two lines. Things exist, but they don't exist the way they appear to you. They don't exist the way they appear to us. They appear so deceptively, and how they exist is very different from how they appear to us. You're getting it? Yes.
We had a discussion, a group discussion about the limits of emptiness.
The mic.
So, in the metaphor of the projection, there is a blank screen, and everything comes from the mind. But, well, Ben and I had an argument, discussion, and I think that he said that it's all coming from our mind, and I said it's idealism. And I said that, for instance, the tree cannot become a stone because there is a DNA. DNA is a human invention. There's something there in the tree that we cannot know, which makes the tree not stone. I don't know what, but there is something there. So it's a projection, but the projection has a limit. That was...
Is there anybody who has extra pen? Extra pen, pencil, whatever. Thank you. Okay, there's something there. DNA which makes the tree not a stone. Yeah. Okay. Jill thought that I was a small boy. She gave me a pen, the color pen. Color pencil, not even pen. Okay, so what's the question?
The question is if something there in the reality is there that makes the tree not a stone. So I think, well, I'm influenced by Immanuel Kant. So Immanuel Kant, that you mentioned. So I think that we are, there is something there that we cannot know what it is. So we don't know the ultimate truth. But there is something there that makes the stone not a tree.
Okay, let's not say something there. Let's say DNA there, which is not in the stone. In the tree, there's a DNA, which makes the difference between that the tree is not a stone.
DNA is a human invention, but there is something there that we call DNA. But we can change the DNA maybe one day because we are very powerful. But
We can change the DNA one day, and the tree can be changed to stone.
one day, yes.
Yeah, there's a DNA there. At the moment that the tree is not the stone, it's because in the tree there's a DNA, in the stone there's no DNA. And even the DNA can be changed. It changed, and the tree can be changed to stone. One day. So still, at the moment, there's a difference there. There's something there. What is that? Is a DNA that makes a difference. DNA that makes the difference between the tree and the stone. There's something there. Don't just say something there. Identify that. DNA is there, which demarcates between what is a tree versus a stone. Right? This is there. Okay. Any more questions? This is a very good question, right? Any more questions? So this takes us to, this is a very serious question. In fact, I would say that if, say you read Western philosophy, or you read, say, classical Indian philosophy, and then that it resonates with you, right? Your thinking. It resonates, meaning that, oh, I really like this. This is my thinking, right? Or in other words, I learned from this, what is said there is just brilliant. In other words, that you start to resonate with the philosophy or with the thought process. Even what Charles Darwin said is science, and behind that there's a philosophy there. So the point is that what resonates with you, your thinking, right? Just try to bring this up. Bring this out. Don't hesitate to bring them up. They must be brought up. But particularly those things which resonate with your mind. There's something there. You're getting it. Something is there. What do you mean we call it DNA or something which demarcates between this? It's not just purely mental projection. And then even if you start, if you have a very, objective approach, meaning that you are not being influenced in a blind, through blind faith. If you're not influenced by blind faith, even if you follow the Buddhist philosophy, like Nagarjuna philosophy directly, and you may like it, and in meditation, gradually you're bound to come up with thoughts which you feel something is there. You're getting it? Something is, it'll come to us. When that happens, we need to learn how to articulate these thoughts. And then see how that something is there. That is objective reality. You're getting it? Objective reality, there are many layers. 100% objective reality versus 50% objective reality versus 10% objective reality. Even 1% objective reality is there, you have not understood emptiness. You're getting it? Same. If the 1% objective reality is removed, then it becomes idealism, right? If this comes to your mind, let it be. It doesn't matter. But don't stay there. Don't feel complacent, oh, this is idealism. Don't feel complacent. You must meet with scholars. You're getting it? Real scholars and practitioners, not only scholars, right? Scholars, particular scholars with the logic. Scholars who are trained in logic, they can easily make you surrender, right? Where you're not happy, but you have nothing more to say. Scholars who are practitioners, scholars who really practice emptiness, they meditate on the wisdom of emptiness. You talk to them, these people will solve your problem. You're getting it? Okay, so for this, the question is that the point is that there's something there from the object. This was in fact what I was so impressed. Professor Nicholas Gissen. He's a physicist, world-renowned physicist, the level of the Nobel laureates. He was of that level, and I'm really fascinated. I met many physicists, and some of the physicists, they're very good in their stream, but their thinking is, some of them, their thinking is not too objective, not too, I would say, who am I to judge, but not too sharp. But Nicholas Gissen, very sharp, extremely clear. And he said that, so during was it between two of us in my office discussing, or in it was a discussion on time. What is time in quantum physics? He spoke from quantum physics and online program, dialogue between him and myself on time. What is time? And at one point, as I was talking about how there's no objective reality, and he said that, yes, I believe in objective existence. He said it. And I was just listening, what is his thinking like. He said that from my, the physics research and the inventions, and he's able to produce products, and he sells these products, the products. I think he's doing, what is that? Teleportation in quantum physics. He's produced products where you can communicate with your friend somewhere, wherever distance. Nobody can check the computer, right? So only two of you, no access to anybody else through his invention or discovery, whatever that is, teleportation. So he's creating a product and he's selling this product. So there's something very objective there. This is what he said. I was so impressed. Meaning that, he has the approach is extremely clean. So the point is that, how do we say that there is nothing really from the object. There's no degree of objective existence. There's something there. Like the DNA, which demarcates between two things. Let's say even two stones, or let's say a gold and a diamond. Gold and diamond, they don't have DNA, but these were very different. You cannot deny that. It can't be really purely mental imputation. There's something there which demarcates between the two. What is that? You're getting it? This is what we're going to study in a while. The distinction between nihilism and emptiness. You're getting it? If it is purely empty of object, nothing really exists from the object, it becomes purely idealistic or idealism. If that is the case, it then becomes nihilism. No, it is not nihilism. So this is where many of the Western philosophers, they classify Nagarjuna's philosophy as idealism. It is not. You're getting it? This is extremely profound. Just by reading Nagarjuna, you will not get it. You really have to go through it very deep, through deep studies. So distinction between emptiness of objective reality versus nihilism. You're getting it? So this distinction should be made. Okay, how do we make this distinction? So for this, it is said that the reasoning of dependent origination is the king of the reason to establish emptiness. Let me repeat it. The reasoning of dependent origination is the king of the reasoning to establish emptiness. You getting it? So by understanding the dependent origination, and it leads you to understand emptiness, this will protect you from nihilism and protect you from absolutism. Meanwhile, rejecting all degrees of objective existence. Okay. In other words, what's the difference between nihilism and emptiness? Number one, while in emptiness we say everything is projected by mind, within what is purely projected, there's a functionality. There's an infallible functionality operating, cause-effect functionality operating on that level. Purely projected, within that projection, functionality is operating. You getting it? What is that functionality? Even that functionality is purely projected. But there is an infallible cause and effect operation happening. Good things, virtues, happiness follow. Non-virtues, miseries follow. Eat food, good health. No food, your health deteriorates. So all these cause and effect operates on the mere mental imputation level. What is nihilism? In nihilism, cause and effect is simply denied. You defy the cause and effect in nihilism. Which means that nihilism means, no, anything can happen from anything. Where the cause and effect is defied. You're getting it? This is the basic distinction between nihilism and emptiness. From this, we come to know that emptiness is not nothingness. by understanding dependent origination. Now, experientially, right? Still, I don't really feel comfortable with this emptiness. If you don't possess any degree of objectivity, if you don't possess any degree of objective existence, then it has become nihilism. If you still feel like this is what is bound to happen, if it does happen, what we have to do is that first we have to learn all these things intellectually. Learn all these things intellectually. You don't have to believe in this. Learn them, and at least intellectually, if you can reproduce what you've learned, that's good enough. Next, say, ask this question. What is this? This is a flower. This is undeniably a flower. And this flower is made of billions of atoms. 100% yes. On the atomic level, where's the flower? Flower is nowhere to be seen. You're getting it? So from there, you get experience that something appears to me which is not true. You're getting it? Something appears to me. You may call it objective flower, whatever you may call it. Something appears to me, it doesn't exist. Or in other words, the flower doesn't exist the way it appears to me. Start from there. Don't start from any degree of objectivity and so forth. Just see that the flower doesn't exist the way it appears to me. Experientially. Intellectually, you have to learn all these things. If you don't learn these things, you are doomed to fall into nihilism. Or you're doomed to, make conclusions, rash conclusions. Finally, it will not help you in any ways. You getting it? It becomes like dry philosophy. For example, what I would say is that, to be very honest, Iran, let's say, let's be very honest. Say you studied Western philosophy. And in what way it helps you? Emotionally. Right? Did it help you? Meaning that, for example, say you become more kind, more compassionate, and your emotions subside. You practice every day. You meditate on this every day. I don't think even the Western philosophers themselves, they meditate every day. You're getting it? They're very bright. For example, I'm 100% sure even Albert Einstein, he is not meditating on E equals mc square every day. You're getting it? He knows that, but he doesn't think about it every day. Do you agree with me? Professor William, do you agree with me? Yes. This is what I'm saying. You're getting it? Einstein, he can deduce it so well, E equals mc square. He's so confident. But he's not thinking about this every day. You're getting it? So this is the meaning of experiential. Intellectual, experiential. So the philosophers, I would say, this is why I'm saying Western philosophers, sometimes even some of the Indian philosophers like Krishnamurti, I would say Krishnamurti, if I'm not jumping too much into that area. He's brilliant. He's brilliant. I just wish that he had met with the extremely refined teacher of the philosophy. Right? He met with them. I read his biography. Most likely he did not really meet. So therefore he became like a free thinker. You're getting it? So what I'm saying is that Western philosophy, you read the Western philosophy, you just read the Western philosophies, and we see that there is this element that you use your intelligence, cognitively you are very sharp, you use intelligence, and then do something, finish. Whatever concept that you got, later on it may change. When it change, again you write another book. Right? But they don't meditate on what they wrote. You're getting it? Meditate meaning on a daily basis. So it will never be transpired into experience. You're getting it? It never transpires into experience. So the one Western philosopher rejects the earlier one. The next will reject the next. You're getting, this is how it keeps going. It keeps going. And then you say different philosophers, they have different views. Right? Say they don't really, it's not really meant for them to bring about transformation in themselves. Okay. Whereas here, When I say Nagarjuna's philosophy is extremely profound, in what way I'm saying this is because that until there are so many layers of Nagarjuna philosophy which you can understand through intellectual studies. There are some layers, like your question. How do you distinguish between the emptiness of objective reality, no degree of objective existence versus idealism or nihilism? Right? How do you distinguish? These will come to us only through, say, these subtle nuances. You'll be able to tease apart, say, at more on the experiential level. So on the intellectual level, somebody can say something, but the other person will not be convinced, because that there are layers which intellectually you can easily say. For example, emptiness is a non-affirming negative. You already know what is non-affirming negative. You're getting it? For example, I don't drink coffee. What is this? Positive, negative? Negative. Affirming, non-affirming? Non-affirming. Are you sure 100%? Yes, and you are very confident in this. So there are some knowledge which you learn intellectually, you become very confident. And they are very subtle, very fine, the nuances of the understanding which you will get only through experience. But they must be preceded by the intellectual exercise. It's not like some people, because of this, some people say that what's the point of study? Emptiness should be experienced, right? These people, they have no clue what emptiness is. First you have to study, intellectual study, reflect, and many things will be resolved through the intellectual studies. Once how many of you have the experience of editing books? Reasons. How many of the experience of editing books? Tenzala, Arka, Iran, anyone else? And Professor, anyone else? Okay. Do you agree with me? Jill, also you have. So, do you agree with the editors? Do you agree with me that to edit the book, one reading is not sufficient? You agree? One reading, you will see the gross mistakes. And with the gross mistakes, you still try to read it again, it will not help. First, you have to clear the gross mistakes. You put in all the corrections. Then, again, print out a clean copy. Again, you edit it, again, you see a finer mistakes. You agree with me? It is very similar to the experience of emptiness. First, you have to get the gross experiences. And when you become very confident with the gross knowledge, then the subtle knowledge will gradually come. And there are some of them very fine, and that you will see them only in your meditation, not otherwise. Intellectually, you can talk about this, but then you will not be convinced. Conviction come to you in your meditation. They are very fine details. You getting it? So for this, what I would say, first experiential, you have to start somewhere, some experience. Be it very gross experience. For example, let's say, I see this object real. And then you talk about emptiness, study these 4 essentials. After this, then you gradually, if somebody asks a question to you, you see the flower there. On the atomic level, you go too close to the object, the flower disappears. Earlier you saw the flower. Now the flower disappears. Where is that flower? It's not on the object. Where is the flower? When somebody challenges you with this question, then you start thinking, right? And you may even feel uneasiness within you, that you cannot posit where the flower is. When the uneasiness comes to you, a tinge of fear can come to you. For example, like say, you love your mother so much, right? Or you love your child so much. Some people say that when having these teachings, some mothers, they say that, I don't want to meditate on my son. I don't want to meditate on the emptiness of my son, right? Then she feels the feeling of the losing the child, right? It's quite scary though, scary. But initially it's scary, a tinge of a fear can come. If you practice it more, this is reality. But they accept it or not, that child, on the atomic level, the child is not there. You agree with me or not? On the atomic level, you will not find the child, right? So where is this child? When it's asked this question, it can scare you. But this is reality. So with this you meditate on this more and more. Gradually, this fear will be replaced by incredibly profound peace. You are getting it? This attachment is actually not good. This attachment is actually making you disturbed. You are getting it? So even to think of emptiness with the child, you have a fear disturbance comes. Because of that attachment, that creates the disturbance in you. So when you see the emptiness, right, even when you talk to the child, you are taking care of the child, but the reality is that it is empty of object reality. So as this experience deepens, then the fear will be replaced. Fear and uneasiness will be replaced by incredibly profound feeling of peace and freedom. Real freedom will come to you. Sense of freedom will come to you. You're getting it? So for that matter, you have to start somewhere of the experiential, not just always intellectual interaction. This professor said like this professor said like this thinker said like this philosopher said like this. No, not like this. Study all these things well. Make it your knowledge. Make it your knowledge. You're getting it? So in this connection, I like to share with you what is known as the 3 kinds of wisdom. 3 kinds of wisdom. Number 1, grossest to the subtlest. Grossest one, wisdom derived through learning. Wisdom derived through learning. Wisdom derived through learning. Ben, you want to translate? Number 1, wisdom derived through learning. 3 wisdoms. Number 2, wisdom derived through reflection. Wisdom derived through reflection. Number 3, wisdom derived through meditation. Okay, so we need to know these 3 wisdoms. We should gain conviction in these 3 wisdoms. And these 3 wisdoms, they grow first learning, then reflection, then meditation. Okay, some people they think, meditate, practice, what are you studying? Right? It's just waste of time. This is too naive. You're getting it? It's too naive. What is the real meditation? There are 2 kinds. Analytical meditation and shamatha meditation or stability meditation. What actually transforms you is what actually transforms you is the analytical meditation, not the shamatha meditation. Shamatha meditation will stabilize your experiences. But what actually climbs up is the analytical meditation. For example, say you and your friend, 2 of you, right? 2 of you, you are say IQ level all same, and your friend continues to study undergrad, masters, PhD, postdoc, professor, assistant professor, associate professor, full professor, and vice chancellor. You getting it? And your other friends just meditating on the breath all the time. Right? Do you think that he can become the vice chancellor? Not. You're getting it? It must be through cognitive transformation. You're getting it? Cognitive transformation. So cognitive transformation is so important, and for this cognitive transformation you require analytical meditation. You're getting it? Okay. Then now we see that the same. First, we require the learning. We need to analyze. Means you need materials to analyze. We need materials to analyze. Materials do not mean external books. You are getting it? External books. In gathering information in your mind. Gathering information. Attending these classes. Attending these classes primarily is for gathering information. Right? Books you don't have to, for the books, you don't have to come to retreats. Right? You can Amazon order. And like me, when I was a small child, I remember myself, right? So keen on books. And I told you, maybe one of my past lives, I was a librarian without keen on reading books. Right? Just so keen to possess books. Okay. It doesn't mean that if they're a librarian, you don't read books. This is not my meaning. Some librarians, they're voracious reader. Right? I really appreciate them, not like me. Okay. So the point is that gathering information in your mind, you have to gather, you have to learn. You have to learn. This is one thing. Wisdom drives to learn. For example, say emptiness is affirming negative, non-affirming negative. Non-affirming negative. You have learned it. How many of you are 100% convinced of this? Raise hands. Emptiness is non-affirming negative. First of all, you have no clue what emptiness is. You're getting it? Without getting clue what is emptiness is, how can you say it's non-affirming negative? You get, but intellectually, right? According to Buddhist philosophy, emptiness is 100% the non-affirming negative. You can be very sure. But if somebody asks you, did you really realize it? You will say, no, I've not realized it. You're getting it? This is just on the basis of the information that I've gathered. How true the information is, not sure. You're getting it? Now, once you have the information, what is your next job? Evaluate the information to see the accuracy of the information. How do you do that? Reflection. You have to reflect on these. You're getting it? So, say if you ask me what is the famous equation of Albert Einstein, I will say E equals mc square. 100% E equals mc square. This is the Einstein's famous equation. But if you ask me, do you know how E equals mc square? I would say no, I don't know. You're getting it? Because I do not get the conviction in this. It is not my knowledge. It's a copied knowledge. It is a borrowed knowledge. You're getting it? Borrowed knowledge is known as wisdom derived through learning. Wisdom derived through learning is a borrowed knowledge. You just mimic somebody, that's it. You mimic correctly. That is your borrowed knowledge. It's not your knowledge. Then later on, if I learn how to derive E equals mc square, if I learn how to derive it, and I can derive it so accurately, right? Accurately, then it is no more borrowed knowledge. It is my knowledge now. You're getting it? It is my knowledge. Okay, for example, I will tell you the difference between the wisdom derived through, what is the first one? Wisdom derived through learning or studies, and wisdom derived through second one? What is the difference? I will tell you. Right? I was age 5 or 6. I was age 5 or 6. And in my class, I was very little, in my class, the maths teacher said that tomorrow, all the little boys and girls, you have to memorize the multiplication table of 3. I still vividly remember that. The teacher is still alive. Right? Teacher is still alive. Okay, all the boys and girls, tomorrow, you have a test. You should recite the multiplication table of 3 by heart. Right? And then who will check on us? Hey, what's your homework? Right? The mother sitting with you, father sitting with you. No one. Right? I forgot. The class finished, forgot. And then just roaming around in the dust, playing, roaming around. Finish. And then next day comes Dorji. Now recite. Multiplication table of 3. Okay. Does not learn anything, right? But he's smart. Right? This boy, little, he was smart. So what he did was that his fingers go behind. Right? And then could not recite. So teacher will say, Thiruvansa, that's easiest. Thiruvansa? Hey? 3, that's easy. Thiruvansa 3. Good. Thirutusa, no clue now. No clue, right? So, what? 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Good. 3 3s are? I got no clue. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Good. Sit down. Okay. Did I get the correct answer? Yes. Am I confident how these 3 into 3 equals 9? Was I confident at that point? I was not confident. I was just following some steps. I did not know how 3 equals 3. 3 into 3 equals 9. I did not know how it comes. You're getting it? That is a borrowed knowledge. I have no conviction in that. Today, if you ask me, now, what is 3 equal 3? 3 into 3? I would say 9. Is it borrowed knowledge or now is your knowledge? I would say it's my knowledge. How? I say, I want to give 3 apples to each of the 3 person here. 3 apples. I need to carry 9 apples. You getting it? 3 persons there into 3 apples. I have to carry 9 apples. 3 into 3 equals 9. You getting it? Now is my knowledge. I don't have to decide, 3 into 3, how is it 9? Oh, I remember multiplication table. I don't have to say that. Oh, a professor said it. I don't have to say this. My teacher said it. I don't have to say this. I know that. It's my knowledge. You getting it? One time there was one little boy who was age 6. And he was so fond of almonds. And he picked up one almond. Right? I brought some almonds. And then he picked up one almond. And he told me that it's brown outside, but inside is white. He said, inside is white. And I just want to check his degree of confidence. Is that a borrowed knowledge or his own knowledge? You're getting it? I said, how do you know it's brown? Did you check inside? He said, no, but 100% is white inside. Wow, how do you know this? And then he just broke it and showed to him, look, this white. I said, wow, how did you know this? Did somebody teach you this? He said, no, I know it. Which means it's my knowledge. It's not a borrowed knowledge. This is known as wisdom derived through reflection. With the reflection, you become confident. You're getting it? That becomes your knowledge. This is, okay. Now, let's say that, okay, what's third? Wisdom derived through meditation. Just don't just say meditation. I give you full, you give me full. What is third? Wisdom derived through meditation. You're getting it? What is wisdom derived through meditation? You're getting it? How many of you know, say, the additions and subtractions? How many of you know additions and subtractions? Raise hands. Okay, they're 2 simple numbers. Number 2, 1, 0 through 2, 1 through 2, let's say 5. Plus minus 5, 2, 3. How many of you know that? Is that your knowledge or is it borrowed knowledge? Your knowledge. You getting it? Okay, let's do a quick exercise. Ready? Okay. Is that say the mathematical calculation, and you do it mentally. Don't note it down. Give an answer only when I ask you what is the answer. Till that point, do everything mentally. Ready? And give an answer only when I ask you what's the answer. 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2 minus 1 minus 2 plus 1 plus 3 minus 2. What's the answer? What's the answer?
7.
Amazing. That's your knowledge. It's not a borrowed knowledge. You're getting it? Wonderful. Okay, let's do it again. Let's do it again. I promise I'll not make it more complicated. It's the same. But numbers may alter. You getting it? Okay. Ready? Again, same thing. You give an answer only when I ask you what's the answer. Till that point, do it everything mentally. Okay. 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 minus 1 plus 2 plus 3 minus 1. No, don't talk, don't smile, don't laugh. Simply do the exercise. Let's do it again. 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 minus 1 plus 2 plus 3 minus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3. What's the answer? No. Okay, tell me. Why you could not give the answer in the second case? Why you gave the answer in the first case? Why? Anyone? Quick. Quick, quick, quick. Puja. Second one, I'll be very clear. Don't you listen again. Okay, let's do it again, right? Question, so Puja is saying the question is not clear. Okay, ready? Again. 2 plus 2 plus 3 minus 1 plus 2 plus 3 minus 1 plus 2 plus 3. What's the answer? Huh? Too fast, right? Okay. Too fast. Is it too fast or your brain works too slow? Both ways. Both ways. Okay. Now, why are we studying emptiness? Anyone? Puja, tell me. What do you think is the reason for us to study emptiness? What do you think? Even be it intellectual, it doesn't matter. Just give me your answer. Why do you have to figure out the existence? Why? Do you remember how we started the first day? Anyone? Okay, Kamalji. To get rid of your miseries. To get rid of the miseries. And what causes the miseries? What are the causes of miseries? Self-grasping, ignorance, afflictions. You're getting it? Afflictions. And how effective are the afflictions? Right? Say for example, somebody in public. Somebody says, Puja, somebody accuses you so badly, right? And then what will happen to you? You feel angry? You'll feel angry. Okay, you are nice. Most of us will become very angry, right? We'll become very angry. You may not become angry. We'll become very angry, and the anger will. How does the anger arise? Would you say that, hey Sonamla, should I become angry? This person accused me so badly. Sonamla says, yes, of course. For no reason, he's accusing you. You should be angry. Okay, let me meditate anger. Is this how the anger arises? No. How does anger arise? So spontaneous. Puja, agree? So spontaneously, very fast. Very fast. And where is this fast anger arising? In your mind or outside? In your mind. Your mind can work so fast. But with the good things, your mind works so slow. With the bad things, your mind can work so fast, high quality. Anger, high quality. You're getting it? So fast, so effective. So, wisdom of emptiness, we are trying to cultivate as a remedy, to counteract these emotions, destructive emotions, anger, attachment, so intense attachment. Right, so intense attachment. When you feel the attachment, you cannot come out. Right, it's glued. Right, you said some of the bad people, how they trap the rats. They put some glue there. So when the rats they step on it, they cannot come out. Right, right, and with the attachment, you cannot come out. Yes, right. And with that attachment, you're glued there, you couldn't come out. How many of that experience? Raise hands. With the attachment, you get there, you cannot come out, right? So think of the rats there. So with the attachment, don't think that, oh, it's so nice. No, it's not nice. Think of the rats glued there, cannot come out. We become the slave of attachment, right? We become the glue of the attachment, making us like a tiny rat trapped in the glue. You're getting it? So these are the afflictions. So we're trying to learn emptiness as a remedy to counteract these destructive emotions. You getting it? And at least the remedy should be as effective as the destructive emotions, counter forces. Yes? You agree? Okay. Now, what are these destructive emotions like? They are like the robbers, very effective robbers, right? And what are these wisdom of emptiness like? Should be like the policeman, right? So oftentimes what happens is that the robbers came, broke, stole, killed, everything happened, right? And the message sent to the policeman, and the policeman comes only after 5 hours. Robbers gone. You're getting it? Why did the policeman come? To arrest the robbers, and the robbers are gone, right? So the robbers come, policemen should be equally effective, right? Should be right there. Some policemen, they are just amazing, right? So you hear about the robbers, instantly the police are there. Somehow they surround the place and capture the robber right there. That's amazing. Some are very effective, but in our case, our police, they are very slow, right? Our police in wisdom emptiness, very slow, right? Forget wisdom emptiness, even the mathematical calculation, simple mathematical calculation, very slow. You're getting it? This is how our mind is so slow. Now, is this your true nature? This is not your true nature. Your true nature is the wisdom is in the most vibrant form, so effective. But it is not coming now because that is obscured by the mental defilements. So we have to remove the mental defilements to let the true nature of the wisdom within you manifest. So how to do that? Okay, let's say that the okay. So how many of you have learned a new language when you were in your, say, after 15 years old? Raise hands. How many learned a new language after 15 years old? Okay. So when learning the new language, tell me. And then raise hands, those people, after 15 years, you start a new language, and at a certain point, you're able to speak the language pretty fluently. Raise hands. Okay. How come that you picked up the language so well? How come? Day one you started the language, you could not speak at all, right? And after 1 week, you cannot speak so fluent. You have to struggle to look for the words. And after a while, after 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, you can speak fluently. So how did you pick up the fluency? Anyone? Yes, Isabel. How did you pick up the fluency?
First by learning, but mostly by living the language, the new language.
No, so say for example, how did you succeed in speaking English very fluently after a while? Yeah. Yes, simple, Meenakshi, thank you. Keep practicing listening. Keep practicing speaking. You're getting it? Keep practicing speaking. Keep practicing listening. Keep practicing reading. Keep practicing. What you already know, keep practicing. Then the fluency will come. You're getting it? So likewise, so mathematical calculation, which we already know. If you do it every day like this, then it will become faster, 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 faster. Likewise, wisdom of emptiness. You get the information, you become very confident, then you keep practicing it. And then it becomes faster, 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 and more qualitative. You getting it? So that keep practicing is known as meditation. Continuous exercise, exercise or the practice of the conviction that you already gained, right? Whatever conviction that you gained, you practice over and over again. This is known as wisdom. Over again, this is known as meditation. And then at a certain point, it becomes very spontaneous. Very spontaneous. That is known as the wisdom derived through meditation. Right? Therefore, what I would say is that I cannot I cannot 100% generalize that all the Western philosophers are like this. This is not what I'm saying. But generally speaking, I hope that Iran will agree with me, that generally speaking, Western philosophers, they're very bright. Not all philosophers, right? Really the top ones, like Immanuel Kant and John Locke, and David Hume, Bertrand Russell, and so forth. They are very bright. Aristotle, amazing. Plato, Socrates, they're just amazing, brilliant people. But what they wrote, they're not meditating. For sure. You agree? Yeah, most of the time, yes, what did they know? For some Einstein, 100%. Only if the students come, then he will tell E equals mc square, again he will derive. Otherwise he will not do it again. You're getting, he's very confident. He will not do it again. So the point is that this is where there are some knowledge, very nuanced knowledges, which will come to you as a built-up knowledge, and that too will manifest only when you meditate. You keep meditating on this, then you will see the subtle knowledge in between, which will never come to you just if you live on the intellectual level. So therefore, that is missing. Many of the philosophers, they say that Nagarjuna's philosophy is purely idealism. This is because they got the knowledge, but they don't move to the next level. Wisdom derived through meditation. When you don't move there are so many nuances there, which you can pick up only at that stage. What is that nuance? Making distinction between nihilism and emptiness. That nuance will come only at that level. Intellectually, you can say something, but you will not be mentally 100% ease will not come. That ease will come only when you reach that level. Hope? Okay, we stop here. Diyata Om Gati Gati Paragati Parasam Gati Bodhiswatyata Om Gati Gati Parasam Gati Bodhiswatyata Om Gati Gati Paragati Parasam Gati Bodhiswaha. Okay, this afternoon there are two classes. The NMC, and this for is, no, what's the topic? Okay, NDC for the first class from 3 to 4, 3:30 to 5 is on Buddhist psychology, and what people can come, not come. But if you're interested, you can come. And then second class is from 6 to 7:30. That is on Buddhist logic, and it can be little complicated. But if you want to join, right? Okay, 3 prostrations. Okay, sorry, dedication, because this is not really last class. We have 2 more classes. Okay, prostrations.